The U.S. has been preparing to host the World Cup since 2018. And the funny thing about that is they're not that prepared. Leading up to the World Cup, there's been a lot of noise on this being the most expensive and corrupt World Cup ever. Things like confusing and inflated ticket prices, blocked visas, and questions on if these cities even have the right infrastructure to handle the amount of people coming. I've decided to see for myself, and I'm going to 3 games in 3 different cities, LA, Kansas City, and New York City, to see if this is really the worst World Cup ever. Starting with the game opener in LA. So I'm in LA, and LA has poor public transportation, so we have to call an Uber from the airport. I'm missing my J train already. Wow. In LA, hotel, we got shower. Well, you guys don't care about that. Tonight is the USA-Paraguay game, so we're about to head there. So I have to bring this because they have the stadium rules of clear bag. Luckily, I got some of the biggest pockets someone has ever seen. Put a gun in there, I won't, but I could. My full knowledge of LA is that cars are the better option. So I put SoFi Stadium. 52, that's actually not that bad. Maria is arriving soon. Woman driver. It's gonna take us forever to get there. Timer. Hour 5 minutes. Hour 5. Hi, how are you? Hi. I have enter in gate B, D, or E. Okay, cool. And then I have his behind me. Thank you. Thank you.
Blur.
Caden, blur his face. Caden, unblur his face.
Oh, I want that giant ball.
Yeah. Uber wants the giant balls. Okay, from hotel to stadium, it took us 2 hours and 6 minutes. Big ass stadium. Could I get a hot dog, beer, water, times 2? Thank you. $66.70 for 2 hot dogs, 2 waters, 2 Bud Lights. I just got to my seat. Honestly, the view's not bad. We're pretty up. We're in the 500s. The seat was $850, and then I brought my producers a time 2. That's $1,700. Okay, honestly, the vibe is good. A lot of USA people, a good amount of people from Paraguay too. Men waiting for the bathroom for once, and the women's doesn't even have a line. I love America.
The score is the United States of America 4.
America won. Can I ask how much did you guys pay for your tickets?
$2,700.
$1,900.
A little too much.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
1,100.
1960 times 4.
And do you think it was worth it?
Go Team USA.
Worth it?
Yeah, it was incredible.
Incredible. Worth every penny. I would have paid twice as much.
Actually, game of our lives.
Oh, hell yeah.
Amazing experience.
USA!
How do you guys think FIFA's doing with the World Cup in the US?
I think they could be doing a lot better of a job.
The app sucks. Everything sucks.
It sucks that they sold tickets and then released more and sold more and released more again, but...
I had an extremely sketchy process to actually get my tickets that I bought a year ago. I don't like it at all.
The price gouging and splitting sections in half and stuff is just, it's not cool. It's not the right way to do it. It's unfortunate, but once again, World Cup every 4 years. Who knows if we'll ever have it again in the United States of America.
It's a once in a lifetime experience. I'm ready to go for whatever it takes.
Now for trying to get home. We want to do Waymo, but it's not working. All our cars are busy with riders. Everyone's too sad. You're at the World Cup. You're waiting 30 minutes for a lift at the World Cup. Come on. Okay, we have to pick up the pace because the lift is almost there. Oh my God. 10-minute walk, and they're gonna be there in 5.
Oh, he canceled.
Oh, and he canceled. Perfect. 42 minutes to find the Uber.
Oh my God.
Has it been crazy with the World Cup starting up?
People crying and stuff, yeah.
How bad is the public transportation here?
I mean, I've lived here for 11 years. I've never taken it once.
Oh, shit.
Uber in total took 49 minutes. And shout out to our Uber driver. He was perfect, and I honestly hope we get him again. Okay, we just finished for the day. I am uploading all my footage up on Air so that my editor can get started on those. I think my hotel room is directly underneath a bar, so I think that'll be really fun. I think that that's kind of like really diving into LA culture in a fun way. And then tomorrow we'll go around and see the Fan Fest. This is day 2 in LA. I do think LA is probably where I'll feel the least self-conscious about filming myself in public. I think they do a government program here where every girl is born gets a vlog camera. Filming that whole thing, didn't realize I'm on Hollywood Boulevard. These mean nothing to me. Okay, we're at Busby's, which is one of the bars because it's Switzerland, Qatar, which isn't as big of a game. It's not too busy today. There's maybe like 20 people in there. We just got out of Uber for Fan Fest. On our way in, we actually spoke to Johnny Coleman, who works with No Olympics LA and got kicked out of the Fan Fest yesterday for protesting the World Cup.
FIFA and the IOC, that's the problem. They're very much for-profit companies, cosplaying as like non-profits. They accelerate a lot of the problems, especially for working class, poor people, immigrants, in any place they go. But what we see is if there's a list of priorities, just in general for your city, for your transit riders, and then you've got a list of priorities for the games, that's what is being prioritized right now. All this extra money that adds up to the millions, hundreds of millions that come out of the people who live here, pockets, essentially.
My lemonade, $10. Add that to the total. Okay, so it's $10 to get into the Fan Fest. It is fun. We're here for Brazil, Morocco, and it is really busy. It's in the LA Coliseum, which is huge. Trying to see if anyone wants to talk to me about the World Cup, but no one does. Hi. These people are not fucking with my vibe at all. Yeah, I don't know. I think actually this place overall has a good vibe, but it also kind of has a weird vibe. Do you know what I mean? Okay, Fan Fest kind of a bust. It is fun in there, but everything's really expensive in there. I don't think that's worth it over a bar, but we are going to a bar, see if we can catch the end. I'm squatted down on the curb. You can see ass to curb, and this will probably be a transition where now I'm in the bar. So the Knicks were playing, and it was Haiti, Scotland, so the bar we were at was beautiful for the Knicks game. However, everyone was focused on the Knicks game. But the nice thing is our Uber driver has been willing to speak to us. What do you think about the World Cup? A bit rude to not respond.
So sing your heart out. We can't hear you.
Okay, Waymo, stop talking.
At drop-off, seatbelt fastened and remain in the car. Car or cyclist is approaching.
Dude,
please exit carefully.
Does it shut up? Okay, Uber is here to pick us up. We're leaving LA, getting on an airplane to Kansas City. My thoughts on LA. It was good. I think transportation for LA, I gotta give them a 2 out of 5 because one, barely any public transportation. Expense-wise, I'm debating between a 2 and a 3 because the no public transportation means $200 in like Uber cost. So I'll give it a 3 out of 5. Maybe a 2 out of 5. Ambiance. I mean, it's pretty high, but I think that's also because LA in general just has a lot going on. I think I'm gonna give them a 3.5 out of 5. We're on our way to Kansas, but we have a full travel day, so we're gonna start looking at first cuts of the edit. We're using Air to edit this video so that our editor, Kaden, can get started on the video while we're still on the road. Also super easy to leave him comments. Hey, put me in a nightclub, or let's delete the airport. So, and Kaden can edit the video here. From the dark room, we've locked him in back at the office. Well, I'm somewhere fun like here. All thanks to Air. We've arrived in the city of dreams, Kansas City. We've made it to the Great Wolf Lodge. We were going to stay at a regular hotel, but it was more expensive than we thought, and the Great Wolf Lodge was in budget, and I thought it would be funny. I'm already regretting it. I do feel crazy here. kind of feel like a pedophile for this day in Kansas City. We're going to the Algeria-Argentina game tomorrow, so today we're going to go around the city and see what the vibe is like.
That's my right and that's my flag.
My name is Lazar and I come from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. People are very, very welcoming and I just arrived yesterday and I've been adopted by everyone. I feel home.
So where are you from?
I'm from America.
Are you going to the game tomorrow?
Yeah.
We're enjoying like the moments with all Algerians here. So
ticket prices are just ridiculous. Fans all around the globe have been scammed by FIFA. I mean, you compare the last World Cup, the most expensive ticket, VIP ticket, at $500. Only my tickets cost me like $4,500 for the 3 games. They have a lot of fireworks in their van. I asked them to leave something for the night. They said no.
Should we be Algerian? We're gonna go to No Other Pub by Sporting Club. They're doing watch parties there.
We didn't really know what to expect. Like, we know what other countries have seen as they've hosted, but I think for us, we're like, could be big, might not be so big. And, you know, there was a lot of, like, local criticism around it. But I will say we are pleasantly surprised. The fans have shown up just in the first week alone.
Right.
And I think as we progress further in the tournament, we're only going to see the fan bases kind of flock a little bit more.
That feels bad.
So I overshot it.
Yeah, we're going to the supposed Algerian meetup. The Algerians are really winning me over. Viva Algeria! I did get a little burned.
Me too.
But I think that's just like what you deal with. That's the kind of stuff you deal with when you're Algerian.
I'm so excited.
Okay, great.
And hopefully we're going to beat Argentina. Hopefully we're going to beat them 2-0.
We're going to beat them, inshallah, inshallah.
So we essentially just got on the transit and followed people in Argentina directly to here.
Oh, yeah. I live here. Glad it's here, and it's great for the city. Everybody's having a great time. I'm
yeah.
Glad you're here.
Nice. Do you usually take any public transport?
I take a lot of public transport.
Okay, how has it been?
And it's been pretty easy. You know, a little crowded, but that's okay.
Local. I'm a couple blocks away, and I heard it, and I was like, oh, I got to come down here. Yeah, it's good. I mean, supports the economy and so forth, so a great day, too.
Así.
¿De dónde vienes?
De Bariloche.
Okay.
De Bariloche, Patagonia, Argentina.
We're done for the day, and I'm headed to sleep in my bunk beds. So we're discussing tomorrow with the students from the Great Flood Children in the back. It's a time where I really thought this was funny, and I really want to stay at a water park, and I regret it. I regret it. I'll say it, I regret it. Okay. I've just been made aware. StubHub has messed up some people's tickets, and we bought our tickets through StubHub, so I'm going to check for our tickets for the Argentina-Algeria game. And if they're not there, we're going to have a problem. Something bad's going to happen in this Great Wolf Lodge hotel room. On hold with StubHub to figure out what's going on with his tickets. Uploading my stuff to Air. Got our little boards going, which is nice. I wanted to put the upload starting and then go to bed, but instead, I guess we'll deal with this StubHub thing. Okay, StubHub told me they would email me by the morning with the fix for my tickets, and they haven't.
Thanks for calling StubHub. We are here for you all the way to your seat.
StubHub is still working on it, I guess. StubHub IT. Respectfully, I don't know what goes on behind the door. Like, I don't know how this stuff works. We're about to leave. We're gonna go to this barbecue place. Q39 was great, and they've been hosting a lot of fans of the World Cup. I'll go ahead and give you a quick summary of our time there.
Barbecue, and barbecue, barbecue.
Barbecue, barbecue. Brisket. Beautiful brisket.
These people are trying to kill me. It's great to find food. Table next to us is laughing. But it is all delicious. You want a bite of it?
Freeze it for next month.
I love Kansas City.
It's the best one.
We're on our way to FanFest. I also think that we're going to take a moment and see what we can do about the stub hub thing. So I might call them again. The guy this morning said they're still working on it, but it's like, how long could that take, you know? Really. Shocker, StubHub still can't help me. We did take the streetcar to FanFest. The streetcar is free, which not many other cities have free transportation, which is cool. They added buses to routes for the World Cup, but they're actually going to be cutting down on their usual buses post-World Cup, which is a bummer because it seems like a lot of people use public transportation here.
Transportation network offering comfortable and convenient motor coach service.
Are you filming me? You can't just film random women in the street. In KC FanFest, first off, free. This is fine. I could see a bigger TV, could be nice. However, how big can you make a TV, you know? Just one singular man blocked
positionally
view of this movie. StubHub has finally gotten back to me. The only way they can help me is if I'm on a desktop. So we have to go all the way back to the hotel. It is 4:17. The game's at 8. And we would have not gone back to the hotel at all if we didn't have to do this. This is becoming unbelievable. Okay, we are now 2 hours out from beginning of the match. We wanted to be at the stadium by now at least. And StubHub have still not gotten their shit together. And we were trying to keep track of FIFA resale, and next time she called, just be like, refund us, and we're just going to try and get in the stadium. Their resale is also done. So unless they figure it out, there's no way we get in. Guys, war is over, kind of. I have my tickets. I would like to get in before the game starts, but maybe we can ultra zoom on that crowd going in. We have to get through that. We were going to take public transport and time it. However, instead we had to take a Uber because StubHub, you're ruining my whole video. We're going to Disney World. Okay, I have our 2 tickets. Yay! Took us 20 minutes to get in here. And we're almost to our seat. Jumbo hot dog and fries, $26. Are you having it has to be a passport for anyone who's not American? It's $25. So divided by 2 each. Okay, we've just gotten to our seats. They cost $9.65 each for a total of $19.30. And this is where they are. Amazing game, great seats. But we made it barely. StubHub, watch your fucking days. Okay, and back to the fucking Great Wolf Lodge. No shade to the Great Wolf Lodge, because I'm sure if I was like 5, and maybe like in remedial math, I would love it. Okay, we're gonna try and take public transport. I'm gonna reset this and start now and see how long it takes us to get home. Hey, this guy's been filming me all day.
Is he?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
In a creepy way or a good way? Leave her alone. Get him. I can't stand for it.
That took 59 minutes and 45 seconds. Headed back to my literal nightmare. We're leaving out of Great Wolf Lodge this morning. Hopefully I'll never be here again. Finishing some uploads to air. Just leaving a comment for my editor. And then be on a plane back to New York. We also went to the great American stronghold of Waffle House. My review of Kansas is vibe-wise, I think they're kind of like 4 out of 5. Maybe 4.5 out of 5. Transit. Sometimes the trains were like, the tram was like literally full. Give their transit 3 out of 5. Expense-wise, stadium expensive. Stadium, same price as LA, pretty much. City cheaper, at least the transportation cheaper. So I think that then they get bumped up to 3.5, 4 out of 5. But I really like Kansas City. Vibe-wise, they really knocked LA out of the park. We're back. I'm back in New York, City of Demons, at home base, The Office. Tomorrow we're going to Norway, Senegal, and we're gonna try 3 modes of transportation this time, with Uber taking a bus, Ethan's gonna take the ferry, and I'm gonna take the New Jersey Transit, which will be good to test those against each other.
I've had 4 Ubers cancel on me, and now waiting for my 5th. How you doing?
Over an hour or something.
That's fine.
Just a giant line to get in. It has been 30 minutes and I'm not yet on the train.
Phone payments are not accepted, only physical card.
That's okay. I've also got cash.
75.
Okay, I'm on the ferry. I did forget to start a timer when I left the office, so I hope that doesn't like really screw things up. But I do remember the exact minute that I left, so hopefully that's good enough.
It took 34 minutes. 22 of those minutes were just waiting in line to get on the train.
You see, like you are here to there. You are here to there. Just follow them, you'll be just fine.
Okay.
The mic is not working. Sorry about that. If you're editing this, I don't know if it's been working at all.
Putting me on a bus because I got to New Jersey.
So I'm now a 27-minute drive. It's an hour on public transit. Yeah, so I'm gonna see how much a lift is and call it.
I made it. It took 1:18. NJ Transit was interesting because the train itself was really short. However, I think the wait was longer than the whole trip.
So I'm walking to the stadium, but by that I mean the stadium is directly behind me. And I'm walking in the opposite direction because this was not planned very well.
See you, Uber. How was your trip?
I just ran 2 hours.
You ran 2 hours? No, you didn't. How long did you make a walk?
35-minute walk. It felt safe. They dropped me off in a hotel, and my Uber driver was like, "This is as far as I can take you." If that happens to you, don't believe him. I recommend, honestly though, I was doing the math. If it's $100 to come here, because it was $100. $100 to come back, that's $200. If you do 4 people, you divide that, that's $50 each. That's cheaper than NJ Transit.
Yeah.
Okay, it's been an hour and 22 minutes, and I'm just now getting here. But I think I still might be a pretty far walk away. But an hour and 22 is the ferry method. Hour and 52 minutes. Wow. Also, it's really hard to tell the LARPing Americans from the actual Norwegians for me.
How cute stuff, huh? 3 beers, 3 hot dogs, $96. We'll divide it by 3 here. Add in that amount. I see it's 33. Okay, bathroom review. That it was pretty good and clean, but there was a woman cleaning her feet in the sink. She said that someone poured beer on her feet. I don't think that's really a good enough reason to lift your foot into the sink next to me and clean it.
All right, Norway, it is your time.
Okay, our tickets were $8.96 each. We took 3 people, but for 2, one $7.92.
Is that correct? That's right.
There's a lot of Norwegian people here, a lot. There's some Senegal holding it down too. We gotta bring Ethan, who's kind of killing the vibe. Bad. Something's happening, I don't understand what.
You'll get it.
Okay, we took the train back from Norway, Senegal, and it took an hour and 28 minutes. The train home almost cut me in half. And tomorrow, we're going to Fan Fest. We went to the Adidas watch party in Brooklyn Bridge Park, and I didn't have fun. It was fine. Kind of boring game, not a lot of seating, which is fine. I'm pretty sure, I bet it's like fun when it's good. No shade to them. My review on New York is obviously a little bit different because I actually live here, so I didn't have to deal with like finding a hotel or anything. Transportation wise, I thought it was pretty good. The waiting in the line was the longest part, and so I'm sure on like a different day maybe it's not as bad. The worst part about it was actually just that it cost $98, which is kind of crazy. But at least you do get a round trip out of that. Vibe-wise, New York is a little bit similar to LA in that there's a lot going on, but I think that it has the same benefit of Kansas City. It's a smaller amount of space, so you can find like hotspots where fans are. My opinion of Times Square has greatly changed. Cost-wise, I did not have to have a hotel. It was one of the most expensive games. Trains, I'm gonna get it like a 3.54. If the New Jersey Transit was cheaper, it would have been higher. Cost-wise, I think it's in between Kansas City and LA. It's definitely a more expensive city, so I think I'll give it a 3.5. Vibe-wise, it doesn't beat Kansas. Kansas was really, vibe-wise, really high, but I do think it beats LA, so I'm gonna put it at a 3.5 as well.